have to say it, Orlandria should have went home today.
Unpopular opinion, but it should have been Coco who was saved over Orlandria. I'm sorry for the Orlandria fans.
Home because she's really pissing me off so bad. How are you the oldest woman on the show and you have zero discernment?
Please take my girl out of her misery. Take me out of my misery.
Hey, yo.
Disappointed regarding me stepping outside of my comfort zone to make sure Taylor got whatever he needed out of this connection, and even going as far as asking him, what else can I do to make you feel like I'm doing enough for you?
Listen, chat. Orlandria, you might not like this. And I hope y'all don't hate me for this. But Orlandria should go home. She should go home. And she should go home for multiple reasons. For one, she's basically participating in a humiliation ritual. I see why it was good for Nicholas to come back, but the whole Nicholas and Orlandria combination was gimmicky to begin with. Like she said yes to it, which I guess saved Nicholas, but it didn't save her. She's sacrificing herself for everyone else. And I don't think she realizes it though. So like, although people could say like, oh, that's amazing. You know what I mean? She's sacrificing herself. She doesn't even realize she's doing it to herself because she thought she still had Taylor, you know? Nicholas comes back. They have this gimmick that they're going to work. And Nicholas just goes back to his girl. That's where he wants to be. That's where they always wanted to be. The producers mixed them up. You know, they were fostering relationships and the producers threw the wrench in there. So it's not even, I don't blame any of these cast members besides the voting. And we're going to get to that in a second. I don't blame any of the cast members specifically because the producers are also playing against them as well. And the cast members are also just playing a bad game as well. But Orlandria coming back and seeing Taylor, you know, the one opportunity of a connection that she actually wanted to do. I don't want to say that's the only one she had, but it's literally the only one she has a better connection with Clark. And I genuinely think everyone is mad at Taylor for picking Clark. Why are we mad at him for choosing his heart? That's what the whole show is about. He genuinely has a better connection with Clark. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Fans like Orlandria, and I get it, but look at the position that she's in for staying. Like even the girls getting mad at Taylor for voting Orlandria off. There's nothing wrong with going home. She has a better chance of finding someone that's genuine and that likes her for who she is and loves her outside of this entire show. This show is torture for Orlandria. And I think she's going to realize that now because right now, who is she going to connect with? The only thing that she can do now is fight for Taylor or create an imaginary connection with someone else and just fake it till you make it to the end. That does not sound fun. That does not sound, it's totally contradicting to how Orlandria even is as an individual. She's a very slow burn type of lover. She's only really been with Taylor. Like she's growing this bond very slowly. Like how much time does she have to, let's say another person comes in. How much time does she have to find another bombshell, grow a relationship with them, have a healthy situation and flourish? It's not healthy for Orlandria. And then everyone votes her back. I didn't like how Nicholas, for example, argues. I think I have the clip too.
No offense, Clark. Y'all have only known each other for 3 days. And if Taylor decides to change his mind, like, in a couple days. So, I'm voting Orlandria.
Oh my gosh. That's a horrible way of thinking. So we have, on one side, we have the producers that are just doing horrible decisions this season. And then on the other side, you have Nicholas and Ace and all these people making horrible voting decisions. Why would you vote that? Taylor had the opportunity to pick Orlandria. Your boy sat there between a rock and a hard place and chose Clark. If he wanted to choose Orlandria, he would have. He had everyone against him. You know what I'm trying to say? He would have picked Orlandria, but deep down inside, he rocks with Clark more. I think he rocks with Clark. I think at this point, this is my prediction. At this point, everyone is going to chew him up so bad that he has a choice between himself and Orlandria. And he might actually Alondria might see through it all, but he might actually choose Alondria for the sake of the show and the sake of all her friends and the pressure around him. He seems very empathetic. Like he doesn't have like, not, I don't want to play him or nothing, but he doesn't have like that strong will to make his own decision. And that's why I encourage this decision, because if he chose Clark, that was his actual decision. So I want to encourage, that's what a real friend would do, encourage his actual decision. Nicholas is like, yo, and I, from Nicholas's point of view, he's probably saying like, yo, we both got saved. Like, this is like my last token to Alondria. Like, we just came back, and I hate for her to get voted off twice. But now what does Alondria come back to? She's fighting for one dude that doesn't really like her. Well, at least on that type of level. I think he likes her, but he doesn't want to pursue that with her. What does she come back to? Nothing. And then I go on social media and I see everyone hyping up Alondria. She's bad. She's this, she's that. Yeah, she might be all those things, but you could be a diamond in a horrible place that doesn't fit you. You know what I'm saying? She's an amazing person in a horrible predicament. We have to free her from that predicament. Send her home. She's going to get all the attention. She has the fans. There's nothing else more for her. She's just... What do you want her to be voted off again? She's going to be in the hot seat every single time.
Why did they not vote Orlandria out that house? Please take my girl out her take me out of my misery. So you telling me you want her to sit there and wait for when Taylor is tired of Clark and he picks up Orlandria, and then when he's sick of her, he picks up Clark? Don't y'all think she deserves more than that? I mean, she is way out of his league. Let's be honest. Let those two losers go off in the distance. Girl, you got a million motherfuckers in Texas waiting for you after they've been looking at you for 2 whole 6 weeks. Like, girl, wake up.
People aren't gonna like me for this, but I think that Orlandria should have gone home. No hate to her, but like, what is she gonna do? And why are we... If I had to vote today, it would be Andriana, whatever her hot name is, TJ and Iris, and Amaya and Zach. The producers are just like playing like cat and mouse with us. Like, they're telling us that they're not serious about people going home then. They didn't give Charlie second chances. And the Nick Alondria thing, that was literally 2 seconds. Also, I just don't think it's fair that Huda and Chris pretty much coupled up together, and then Huda said, oh yeah, well, we both want to explore and we didn't get the chance, so we're going to say coupled up. Leave! Be gone, please. I need AJ to stay to put Huda in her place.
My biggest thing is, why not give Coco an opportunity? I voted Coco personally. Coco just came in. I feel like they treat people from Casa Amor like side pieces. Just by the way that the producers in the show is orchestrated, it kind of seems like they kind of come in and their job is to like kind of test the actual relationships already made in the Ville, and they kind of get pushed off as the side pieces. And I kind of feel bad about that. And I kind of wanted them to get an opportunity, like give Coco an opportunity. Alondria, based on their rules of voting, has only messed with Taylor. So she should get voted off just from their original rules alone, but they didn't. And Coco didn't even get a chance. Like give another girl opportunity to find someone. There's so many new guys that are probably not going to get picked. Like give them an opportunity to date. Like, I just don't get it. And I don't get the Taylor blame either. But let's continue.
I hope I'm not the only one who feels this way, but I don't think that they should have chose Orlandria. I like Orlandria, okay? But she has not tried to explore, okay? She's been all about Taylor since day one. She went to Casa. She didn't even try. You guys could say she's a slow burn. She was all down Nick's throat. She only tried with Nick because Nick was pushing it. Meanwhile, I feel like Coco should have been picked. I feel like Orlandria really had the chance to experience. She's been here for 3 weeks. I feel like we needed to give Coco a chance. But hey, let's see how this goes.
I genuinely think like this entire season is so forced. Like it's so forced. They force all these things. Like everything is so forced. And I can predict probably the winner. Now that Nicholas is back, it's probably going to be Nicholas and Sierra. That's like the only people that are probably going to make it to the end. Love-wise, I don't know. Maybe Austin as well. I think Austin, I started to change my perspective of who should win just based off character. And I really kind of think, I was talking to someone in the comments in my last video about Love Island, and maybe Austin should win. Austin or Amaya. and their couples. You know what's so crazy? I like Amaya, but I don't think her couple is actually genuine. As genuine as Amaya is, I don't think that guy, I forgot his name, Zach with a K, I don't even know. I don't think he is equally as genuine as Amaya will. I feel like the second the show ends, he's gonna be so hyped with all the clout, and
I have to say it, Alondria should have went home today. So sorry. Love her down. I wanted her and Nick to kind of like have a little something, but that's fine. They didn't vibe together. That's fine. The boys are hypocrites, because if they could send Jeremiah home for not exploring other connections, yet he was actively in an exploration phase of a connection, they sent that nigga home. But they kept Alondria, that had like 3 chances, 3. One of them being her type to the T, to select and choose. And she still chose a man that didn't choose her and will not choose her. And she continues to chase after this man. They gave her yet another chance after she was on the chopping block. Hypocrites. I think Coco should have gotten selected, because it would have brought something different. It would have had a little bit of drama, because her and Ace have something going on. But we're bringing Orlandria, who is not going to pick someone because she is a slow burner. I'm a slow burner too. I don't like doing all that stuff. But let's just be so for real. She is not going to match with somebody in the next few weeks. In the next what? We got 13 days left? 14, 2 weeks? I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. I'm so sorry. She should have went home. Coco should have been there. The boys are hypocrites. And I don't know what they're doing. And Taylor, clearly, we already knew that he didn't want Orlandria. And he keeps proving to her. I hated that she left that picture in his drawer. Oh, my God. And then he showed everybody. Like, haha, look what this girl showed me. The boys are trying to humiliate Orlandria, and it's gonna be real interesting when they bring up that kiss that Orlandria and Nick had. So I
don't know if the boys are really trying to humiliate Orlandria. Like I said before, like I almost think that her coming back in itself is humiliating, and everything that's happening is a domino effect based on horrible decisions that happen over time. Like there's a lot of bad decisions that has happened, and then the producers are also crashing into the bad decisions as well. And both of those things combined is creating this crazy conundrum of cause and effect. And Alondra right now is unfortunately like the fall person right now. She's not gonna fall from grace, I think, from fans, but she's falling from grace as far as like her position. If she left when she left, like you could see it, she would have done nothing wrong. It would have been unfair. The show would have been at fault. Like now everything kind of seems like it's falling on Taylor. Like the show put every single one of these people in this weird position the way they did Casa Amor. So I don't know. Maybe I'm protecting them too much, but every time I watch the show, like I watch it, I literally have to speed it up. Like my girl watches it at regular speed. I want to speed it up. I have to like ignore a lot of stuff. Like it's very difficult to watch. It's brutal.
This season of Love Island USA is a perfect example of what we mean by some women will have to learn the hard way. Specifically, when it comes to Taylor and Alondria's situation, we all watched Taylor say that he is not attracted to Orlandria. He doubled down on it. He said, I am not attracted to her. It's just not there. I don't know how to get it there, right? I am seeing videos of women doing mental gymnastics trying to explain what the real reason is that he's not attracted to her, instead of just taking his word for what it is and accepting that he's not attracted to her. We got the verbal confirmation that he's not attracted, and then we got the physical confirmation because physically he's not even showing that he's attracted to her. He looks away when he's talking to her. He's not leaning into her. He's not touching her. He's not attracted to her, and we don't have to intellectualize it. I saw someone say that it's because she's so gorgeous and she's so beautiful that he's overwhelmed by her beauty, so he's not attracted to her. That doesn't even make sense, because
Facts.
If he thought she was so beautiful, he would be attracted to her. And the other thing is, men always punch up. If a man saw a woman who is like the woman of his dreams and even beyond that, he is not going to let her go. He is going to lock that in. That's why we always see women who are dating men who are not nearly as attractive as them, because men always punch up, and having a woman who is very beautiful, who other men think is beautiful as well, is like a social currency. You get a little step up in life by having a very gorgeous woman. So if every man in that villa was head over heels over Orlandria, Taylor would not let her go. We need to just start accepting what men say and watch their actions for what they are. He's not attracted to her, and that's that.
It's not only that, like, because a lot of the women, and I can't say every woman, because thaws in this, and I can't even say that's bullying, right? But I want to say that, like, it's not even the fact that, like, you know, women are just so beautiful. Like, we see another beautiful woman and then we punch up to the next beautiful woman. Like, men don't think that way, really. Like, I think Taylor just genuinely has like an emotional connection with Clark more than he does with Orlandria. Orlandria is like very, very, I don't want to say superficial, like she's not like a good person, because she does have a lot of personality, but because she's such a slow burner. And I also think that Taylor is technically not Orlandria's type either. You know, like, Orlandria seems like she might not have, like, if they were outside, like, Orlandria would walk right by Taylor, bro. You know what I mean? So I feel like the chemistry is understood. Like, I think Orlandria is genuinely trying to make something work that normally wouldn't. So, and Taylor just doesn't feel the love. He doesn't feel like oh, you're really into me, while Clark is into him. And maybe Clark is also into him too, because Casa Amor, they're trying to secure a position mostly. Like, their perspective of the show is a little different. So, you know, when you look at it that way, like, you have two beautiful women and one person is kind of like a really, really slow burner that might just cut me off after this. Like, we're just going to end up being friends. And you have someone else that's kind of leaning a little bit more into you. You guys can joke a lot more. Taylor is like a fun spirited guy. We're closer in age. You know, I feel like it's a gimme. Of course he picked Taylor, but it has nothing to do with beauty. I see women compare beauty and, oh, he never been with a bad girl before. Like, all that stuff. Like, why does that matter? Like, why does that matter? I don't know why it matters so much, but I think it's because women are comparing their own currency and male currency, and it's kind of different. Hopefully that makes sense.
Unpopular opinion, but it should have been Coco who was saved over Orlandria. I'm sorry for the Orlandria fans, but it should have been Coco. And I'm also laughing at everybody who thought Nick and Orlandria was going to be a thing. I never saw it. I thought it was very forced. I thought production had a hand in it. And after tonight, I realized, yeah, production's playing with us. By the logic of all these Islanders on this season, Orlandria should have went home a long time ago. She has never explored a connection with anyone else. She's been dead set on Taylor since she found out that he's from Oklahoma and he's a cowboy, because she wants to be a farmer's wife. I'm sorry, she's been dead set since she found out that he lives on a farm or whatever. She has never been open to exploring any other connection. She's been dead set on Taylor while he's been stringing her along until he finds somebody that he truly likes, and it was Clark. I knew he was going to put Clark tonight. I knew he was going to pick Clark tonight because I knew he never liked that girl. He never liked Orlandria. He never saw anything in Orlandria. He was using her to continue in the game until he found something better. Men do this all the fucking time. I saw it. My husband saw it. All of America saw it. Half the Islanders saw it. And it's like, I don't understand how Orlandria didn't see it after these last two episodes with the way that he was treating her compared to how he treated Clark. I knew that was going to be his choice. He never liked that girl. They just good homies. That's it is. All it is. He saw you as a homie. And then that whole little picture thing that you did where you took those like sexy photos and kissed the back of the picture was so cringe because... yeah, it was, I was just like, Orlandria, you keep embarrassing yourself. Please adjust your crown and keep it pushing. But now it's like she's going to come back in that villa and try to continue to pursue Taylor or try to find somebody else. That lady is a slow burner. She's not willing to open up to anybody. It takes her weeks for her to open up to anybody. So it's like, what's the fucking point of her even being in the villa?
Facts.
And now it's like Clark's going to be in there with her. It's going to be awkward. There's going to be tension. I'm pretty sure the girls are going to be weird towards Clark. They already had faces when Clark was there. I'm over it. It's just like, now it's going to be Bully Island, all because Orlandria had her eyes dead set on a man that never wanted her. I'm over it. Like, I'm over it. Just send her home already. Like, pack her bags and send her home. Why the fuck is she still here? I know Coco would have been open to exploring. Orlandria is not open to exploring. And she's not going to find anybody in time for the fucking championship. We ain't shipping Orlandria. Get that out of your head. I know there's a ton of Orlandria fans. I personally like her. But after this last episode, I lost a lot of respect for her. I'm sorry.
Taylor looks better with Clark. I don't care what you say. Taylor looks better with Clark. They're around the same age range. She's a little less like serious than Orlandria. I'm sorry, but Taylor is not Orlandria's man. Like, I keep saying this, I keep thinking it. That is.
I fear Orlandria has officially lost me. I just watched Taylor jump over you to get to Nick and hug him with excitement for 5 minutes and then come back to you and give you an awkward side hug. We could go on and on, but honestly, that was enough. If Nick wasn't consistently steering the conversations back to you and him, you would be moping around this villa talking about my man, my man, my man.
At the end of the day, it is just a show. They're playing the game. And now it's like a game show, so they're playing the game. Who do you think is going to make it to the end? I personally think Orlandria should have definitely went home for her own sanity. You know, I know a lot of people are cheering for her to stay. For what? You know what I mean? Like, to what end? To get Taylor? To get another bombshell? Like, I don't think it's worth it. I think we should be saving Orlandria's image more than her being dragged on the show any longer. The show is brutal for everyone, I'm pretty sure, on this show. But let me know what you think in the comments. I've really enjoyed a lot of the discussion in the comments. Like and subscribe, please. I'm trying to build a community, and I appreciate every single one of you guys for even watching this video. So thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Until the next episode or until the next season, let me know. We'll see. Take it easy.